Mr. 2319 fucking come up and hit the curb, drop off a fucking homeless drug addict. This is why I'm taking their job, dude. I just got accepted into security because there's a bunch of bozos working the job. So I'm gonna get a legitimate, I'm gonna go to school for it. Alright, life update on episode 2 of the Homeless American Experience. Was that a good way to kick it off? Excitement. I thought he was here for me. No, I'm good. I mean, as good as a homeless person can get with a vehicle, I'm good. Like, this place had nobody when it was the deadest storm. Whenever it was snowing out, there was nobody here. That's why I know something's up. That's why I stopped recording this cop, like, and it, nope. I actually don't think you're doing a good thing here, because these weirdos, they always manipulate. Dude, and I'm dealing with it a lot at these shelters, and I told the dude not to kick me out. I said, you're gonna get a bad review. And here we are, smart ass Dave with the camera. We're going viral. Literally. Yeah. I'm on that yeah. Get me unhinged. Bring that side out of me. Get my brain fucking going. So, where was I the last life update? It was a short, and this time we're doing an episode. I feel like I got something to talk about. I shouldn't stay up too late because I got a lot going on. I got big stuff going on, guys. I'm fucking kicking butt out here. Like Fortnite, like PUBG, how you just like pick a random part in the map and you just start going. Yeah, that's America for you. So messed up, dude. Whatever. I got a job. I think the last update, I was applying at jobs, having interviews. So update, I got a job. Been working for the last 2.5 weeks. And better yet, and there's all kinds of drama over there too. Dude, I could audit everybody, and why not? Oh, they just start being like, they'd start. That's why you gotta use fancy words, call it audit nowadays, because they used to just bully you and be like, you're such a sissy tattletale. No, I'm actually auditing you. Yeah, like, I hate this country, dude. Like, it's so stupid. Like, you start using, like, the words are technology. Like, The Scientologists were right. Like, of course they're right, dude. Everybody's fucking drug addicts and they haven't read 2 books in their whole life. Like, that's America for you. Like, so, back in the truck, back living in the truck, the American dream. I've heard of people getting famous like this. There's like, man, I remember I was, you hear them talk about it when they get famous. There's like, or at least just rich. And the last dude that told the story, his name was David. I didn't like that dude. He's a weirdo. He's in a controlling relationship with his wife. I hated that guy. We had a lot in common. I think that's why we didn't get along. Honestly. He thought I don't know. That dude was a weirdo, honestly. He was just a weirdo, dude. Like, I hate nerds and just awkward people that can't talk or be social or just be themselves or hold a conversation, and they're just mean. I'm like, I can play that game too and get mean with you and just act like a retard that doesn't know how to formulate sentences. And then you play their game, and then they started playing the victim bully game where they don't know. And that's what game they were playing over there at the shelter here in Springfield. All the bunch of tweakers running the shelter. So the tweakers are winning over there. The hardworking men. I got a job. Oh, yeah, you get out of here. It's like bullshit, dude. Sorry, not trying to curse. I'm trying to keep my public image all nice for all my business associates and friends. Like, keep just like thrashing my social image. Just like, whatever, say the most unhinged thing I can think of. I'm sure that won't bite me in the future. I audit everything, if you didn't know. Everybody's ridiculous. People are feeling the pressure of autonomy taking over in 20 years. So they know that's why everybody's being extra mean and crazy and psychological. Yeah, America's just a big psychological game. Like, everybody just plays mind games. And then they think that, like, people like me are playing it, but we're really just spiritually inclined. Like, just phenomenons and just rare occurrences be happening in like weird fashion. Like a So this weirdo comes into the shelter and starts beef with me. And every day he's acting like a tough guy. And he's trying to get tough with me. And I'm just shutting him down every time. Like, You ain't nothing like prison boy. I'll beat you up. I'll shoot it out with you. We can get swords. And I'm telling you, I don't care who you think you are. That dude was such a fake. I swear all those... Dude was gay. For sure, 100%. 100%. And he's had tattoos all over him. And he's the wimpiest wimp in the world. And he was a hard drug addict. Dude started fake snoring one night. Just for that, it's an automatic fade. Like, if I catch you in these streets, I'm gonna run up on you, mask on. Like, and I might record it and put it on the internet too. Anonymously. Autonomously. Fuck that guy. You gonna fake snore while I'm working a fucking real fucking job? You fucking loser. Bullshit, dude. I'm righteous because I really believe in God. So I really believe that God made a way for me at a young age. A God, a higher power. It's becoming autonomous now. If it wasn't in the past. If it wasn't like a mix of people and AI. I woke up and the dude had my phone in his hands. He said it fell out of my bunk. And he was giving it back to me. So I started punching the locker, as any reasonable homeless man would. Hey, I'm homeless. I'm homeless. Hey, give me a break. I'm homeless. Well, all the tweakers that are volunteering at the shelter don't get it. Oh, you must be the common problem. Dude, that dude at the shelter in Springfield, I'll say it on camera. He can get it anytime. That tweaker ass pussy. Like, that dude was not a good person, and I don't care if I say it on camera. Like, he's gonna get it. He was not a good person. No, I'm not buying it for a second. More super breeders. Sex trapping their children. Yeah, I'm not buying it for a second. I'm not letting it slide for a half a second. I was in the church. I was in Passion Church here telling my story about how things were getting in the tower industry, and this guy that works at the shelter got scared to God. He got scared to God. He would not look at me after that day. He wouldn't look at me. He wouldn't shake my hand. He wouldn't say hi to me. And he's just been out to get me ever since. Fucking loser. Dude acts like all these druggies are like acting like they're hard and like they're about it and like, hey, get I've been there too. And what that means is they were just shooting up in their arms. They weren't shooting up and they weren't shooting nobody up. They were shooting up their arms. I don't care, dude. I'm from the tower industry. That's how it was. I don't care if YouTube knows it. I don't care if the whole world knows it. A lot of people know it because I tell people every day in real life. I be telling people. I can feel the world shifting as I say these things in real time. Plane flies over me. Like, every time I post some real stuff on the internet, the news and just starts going. They got like bombs going off over, like some wars going on. When isn't it like that though? I hate that, dude. The crazy thing is, that dude, that ex-tweaker, he reminds me of a lot of people in Latter-day Saints. Like, just, he plays the same mind games that they play. Just villainizes people for being real. Oh, you talk scary. I'm sorry I can't talk like monotone. Sometimes I get a little bass in my voice and I'm angry. And it's not gonna stop. Because I'm going to college to work on the interfaces on computers. I talked to my bishop. He's like, yeah, I think you got it figured out. Like, going to college to work on the interfaces because they keep switching from old to new. Just like my tones. Just like my tone of voice. Keep switching. I'm going to shut my door. They're going to end up calling the police on me, being like, we said you could stay in the parking lot, but you're out there tweaking out. Like, yeah, that would happen to me. These tweakers just ruin it for all of us, you know. Regular. You know, you grow up, you know, you try the psychedelics, drugs, then you end up in the psych wards. Why are they bringing all the junkies to a psych ward? It's a psych ward. Psychedelic, psychic, psychotic. It's not a heroin ward. It's not a methamphetamines ward. These cops are like, huh, what's the difference? Yeah, you would say that. You fucking tweaker ass cops. Fucking run into the fucking curb. He literally ran. Fucking heard it fucking smash into the curb. Like, you're not driving the truck like me, big kid. That's why they don't give you the truck. You fucking suck at driving. Like, nah, I do this shit all the time in my car. Like, I'm just a... So, yeah. Recap? Should I recap it yet? I don't want to recap it too many times and just say the same thing, you know? Just talk in circles. But, yeah, what do I got going on? Okay. Starting my new job Thursday. Don't think I said that part yet. Yeah, I told you I've been working for the last 2.5 weeks. Yep. Accepted a new job. I had the opportunity to go out to North Carolina and on the border of Georgia with a cool dude I met at the shelter that's actually working and normal. That's who it should be for. It should be the normal working guys that maybe did a little psychedelics in their life. Not these heroin addicts or these tweakers. Those ones gotta be super cool. Like, there's just too many of them. They're not super cool. Maybe that's just the work industry. Maybe that just happens with like majority rules. Maybe it's just a bunch of, regular psychedelic people. Probably just regular sober people. But then my conspiracy is that fat people are just like, as bad. They're just as bad as drug addicts, basically. Like, I don't care. They're always judging people that smoke pot when it's legal. It's like, shut up. You weigh 400 pounds. They start calling themselves out before you do it. You start getting on the defensive, they'll start calling themselves fat. They'll start saying it covertly. It's ridiculous, dude. They're telling me things like, just keep asking over and over again. It might be one of those things where you just have to ask over and over again. Like, yeah. But that's kind of my problem. And I don't want to be like that. And I don't want to get good at begging. That's how you know that the women ruin society. Red pill people are right. It is 100% their fault. I won't be satisfied until I see a bunch of pretty ladies out here homeless that aren't drug addicts or sex fiends being out here not having sex, not doing drugs. You see like the evolutions of the crackheads out here and the women. It's like, oh yeah, they are fucked. Some of them, I swear, they're just volunteering at these places. And I don't know. You get a weird vibe from them. It's just majority rules, and I guess there's way more ugly people with the money. I don't know what the problem is, but it's like the pretty women won't talk to the pretty men. They're acting like it's a psyop. But I think they might be just tripping. Either way, it just makes it seem like that one way or the other. It's like either it's true, the ugly men are in power with the money, or the pretty women are just tripping out and just definitely robot girlfriends in the future, right? I get to the point where I'm just rambling on it'd be better if I was, it's the end of the day, so that's what it is. If it was the start of the day and I was rocking and rolling, but at the end of the day, I'm not up for it, even for the camera and talking. And I'm just too tired. I was talking to this volunteer, and yeah, she ended up being bald. And at the same time that I figured that out, somebody at the organization was just like, "Did you stay up all night smoking crack?" And then I was like, "Oh, they're all on crack." Like, super audit. Which one is it? Should I say? No. If you make me angry, they didn't. If they act like they're in power, I would have audited them. Now you get it. Now you get it. They gonna quit messing around with the wrong people. Some people are like, yeah, they can't do anything. Smart ass David with a camera thinks otherwise. Hello, YouTube. Hello, every other platform. Not Facebook. Sorry, Facebook. I'm just kidding, Facebook. Me and Facebook have a love-hate relationship. He censors too much. I hate it. X ain't no better. I'm just saying, like, they're restricting my messages. I can't message people. Super messed up. Glitch my bottom. Like, no. I updated the app. I still can't message people. Ain't no Holy Spirit. Ain't no algorithm. It really makes you start believing in the I'll think of it. It's like a theory. What's the difference between theories and conspiracies? Not a big difference. I'm sure that there's definitely a very good differential point. The theories always tend to be just less personal for some reason, it seems like. Yeah. Conspiracies are just always jerks and bullies that conspiracize. It must be the definition, like the literal definition. Dang, word technology. No wonder they're burning books. I get it. I'm not saying it was a good thing. I guess I see both sides of the coin. I see where the people can definitely be going overboard and crazy. Just, let's burn the books. That seems pretty radical. But at the same time, I see their point of view, like, they're like, you know, sometimes I feel like the book burner. But that's because I read the book. And I understood the book. Everybody else just read it once and they didn't understand it. That must be the thing. That must be what's going on. That's what it is. It's comprehension. That's the difference between the way I study and the way other people study. If everybody studied like me, it'd be a different thing. But they don't have to have the pressure of remembering everything they study. They just read it as fast as possible and get through it. And then remember whatever they remember. Really, that's all you can do whenever you're homeless. I mean, I'm doing that too. I want to sit there and read it like until I comprehend it. But I have to just drink a bunch of caffeine and try to comprehend as much as I can and keep moving. Update on schooling. I got way too much school going on, dude. I paused on my university, and that's been a hard pause ever since I started it. I literally didn't get very far at all. And then I paused it because I started a trade school for AI/XI technology. I call it software programming, computer engineering. It's basically the same thing, right? It's part of it. Maybe not exactly the same thing. That's what I'm trying to learn. You just gotta start somewhere, I guess. This is the best place to start in my time in 2026. That's for sure. Everybody that I talk to, they all agree with me. It's like, oh yeah, you're pretty smart for going. I'm like, yeah, thanks. I get it. I've been like ahead of the curve for a minute now. I'm glad I start getting the recognition. It's not a coincidence. These were my ideas. I put these ideas out there. Didn't get a lot of traction. So I go out to big organizations. Gets a lot more headway. Things start changing real quick. These organizations like my ideas. And I got tons of them. Anyway, I gotta go to school to get pre-licensed. That's the next big move. And what job haven't I? I'm literally gonna do every job, every important job, dude. Like, what am I becoming? I don't understand. Like, am I really this person? Like, my resume is just getting more and more awesome. It's like I'm gonna become something very important one day. Like, I got a great track history. I got a great track record, whatever you call it, of having great careers. I'm just not going to get stuck in a career. I'm going to go to another career, and I'm going to learn that one too. What? It's got dropping somebody off. I don't know. Go. Can't really do the podcast in public as people starts becoming a live stream. It goes from podcast to live stream. It's like, oh, now we got some transpiring. Not just other people doing their thing. See, that's the thing. The other David that was in my boat, and he ended up homeless with his girlfriend, and apparently he got rich. I'm thinking the dude just is a volunteer and just started, like, the homeless here, they'll go to a shelter. You know, like the smart, crazy people like me, we'll go to the richest place we can think of and just be like, well, if I'm going to get stuck anywhere, I'm going to get stuck here. And we'll just be there like every day, just talking our heads off to these people. Like, crazy process. You have to, crazy American experience. Like, but he got into something, and it was like selling groceries online to people. My thing's a lot more different. My thing, my thing makes more sense. I guess it could be, you know, taken as fraudulent or phony, because he would. But that's the thing. That dude got fat, and he was all about groceries. And that's how he got rich. Just Oh, it's not a pyramid scheme, I promise. Well, if you have to say it, it's like whenever weirdos be like, I'm totally not gay. No, I swear that's not what's going on. Like, these people are ridiculous, dude. That city, that was all from the same city, too. Little trickle effect the rich people have on everyone else. Everybody else tries to act like them. They all try to act like me, too. And I wasn't even that rich. I wasn't even rich at all. All my money went gonzo. Should have stuck it in, I don't know. But it should be coming back real soon. I'll have more time to study but just a lot to juggle right now. I gotta work to pay the gas bills. And feed myself. Everything's super tight right now. Everything's super hard. I shouldn't have let it got to this point, but I think in the back of my head, I just didn't want to work a 9 to 5 or something. So I couldn't get past the resume, making it real nice for everybody. And then on top of that, I didn't want to get back into my industry. I felt like if I would have worked the 9 to 5, I would never got as organized as I am to as I say it, I'm just like, does it really matter? I don't know. I'm too tired to. It makes you look real professional, and people like, they look at you differently. Like, this dude remembers everything. Don't mess with him. I guess that's what it is. People suck, dude. Bunch of psychological mind games, and it's just 24/7 with these people. No wonder people pick up the drugs. Say, hey, let me understand what you're saying. No. I don't even know if I'm making. In my head, it makes sense, but it probably doesn't make a lot of sense. It just probably sounds like a bunch of rambling. Too tired for it to be coherent. As soon as I heard AI was gonna be everywhere on the internet and you won't be able to identify what's fake and what's not, I started saying the most unhinged things you could think of. And that's just one way I'm ahead of the curb. It'd just be too many things you want to dissect. But you could look into the church's pockets and see how all that really works. Because they do have big pockets. Because I'd be thinking, maybe a lot of them aren't rich, but the core guys definitely are getting some of that cheese, getting a little slice of it some way or another. And if they're not, I don't know, man. I know what it is. It's just all for show. I came in the church acting perfect, so they did it the most morally correct way they could. And it's like gaslighting on another level. It's like a cult. Like, yeah, you do these drugs, or you do these rituals, you do what we do, and if you don't, we're not passing you the torch or the gold. And then they start being a smart ass and being like, well, it wasn't like that until you said it. What is it? Or a female? They're gonna hit the curb. They hit the curb. Yeah, they're definitely just tired. They might have a little drug habit, but you don't have a truck like me. Us truck people gotta look out for each other. So I'm gonna look at him in the best. I could judge and be like, yeah, he's a drug head, what a drug addict, but then people will start saying that about me. Yeah. The psychological game I'm trying to teach you guys. You just seen it unfold right in person. I'm a comedian. I'm trying to get on we got a comedy store, and it's at 420. 420 College. Come support me. I need a better crowd there. There's too many old people. And I'm 29, so I'm getting old too. But I don't know. I just think my crowd would be definitely adults in a comedy club, for one. My brain's too messed up, dude. Like, no wonder Mark Norman would be like telling the darkest jokes ever, dude. Manscaping. Mansplaining. Where we just mansplain everything. We just wash over it with our manliness. Where it's like, yeah, it's like this because of that. An interview where I seen them how they talk like me is Nick Swartzen and Theo Vaughn. The way they were just like talking, man, and they were getting into the talking. And if you... But that's the kind of comedy I grew up on. Psychological comedy. Make you really laugh because it makes you think. Miss those comedians. They're still around. I just work too much to pay attention to all that. I'm trying to get YouTube famous so I can work with them or something. Pretty cool that Kai Cenat went to do movies with Scary Movie 6. That's going to be interesting. You'd hope it'd be, at the same level as the first 5. And I miss Cindy. Man, I miss Cindy. Seen her in the preview for Scary Movie 6. Oh, I miss Cindy. I had a crush on her. She was hilarious and good looking. And she's still funny, dude. She's probably going to be the highlight of the movie. She's probably the funniest person in that movie. Other than the Wayne brothers. And maybe Kai Cenat might... Nothing wrong with Kai Cenat. He's just a live streamer. Not really punchlines and setups and skits. Not really got that mindset. It's a different world they step into. For some reason, it's just harder to do nowadays. I don't know, it's just the climate. Got a job offer, the climate control. And they were like, talking about the control panel. Yeah, you can work on that. Like, okay. I tell some people that, and they're just like, isn't that just like the breaker switch? And I'm like, yeah, that's what I assume too, right? Like, and there's like, we don't know either, buddy. Like, yeah, now you see what I'm dealing with. Bunch of smart asses. That are like, the world's just super basic, and, it's so basic that, they'd be ironic and be like, yeah, you can work on the control panel. And then, such a psychological mind game, dude. I mean, it doesn't take much to figure it. How many steps to this is there? You know what I'm saying? You could recreate this little pole. You could do it with enough men. Why build a pyramid when you could build something like this and just... It just makes... It has the mindset of me. Everybody has... just free-for-all mentality. I'm looking for my team of 6. Pokemon style. Alright. I gotta wrap it up. So I can take a nap and go to work tomorrow and tell boss that I'm starting my new career the next day. Yeah. The suck it forklift drivers that were super power controlling. That's why they be letting me, telling me that I can. That's why they'd be letting me in on the loop. Me telling YouTube it's just gonna... That's what I do. If I can't figure it out, I'll just blab to YouTube until they'll figure it out. But then it don't really work as good if everybody's doing it. If everybody in the factory is like, I want the control power. No, I want the control panel. And everybody's saying it. Then they're all just going to get replaced by the AI. Which is hilarious because my mind games are on another level, dude. Like, you guys mess with me. Like, you made a monster. Like, oh, we're playing super mind games. I'm gonna get into a career that ends your... that shuts down your whole factory. I'm gonna study for AI, electronic engineering. They were smartasses for me for too long. Yeah, I let myself get homeless and end up in a bad situation. But then I want to have the YouTube. Then I want to have the content to get onto YouTube or the courage. Now I can... I don't know. Everybody else, they want to be in shame and hide it. I want to get on camera and talk about it. Hey, I got something to talk about. But then you see the news clips about like FouseyTube and how he's just a down spiral of people only watch his content because it's toxic, self-imploding content where he just has to one up himself and do something worse and worse every time just to get views, to get paid. And some of the red pill content creators talked about it. Totally right on that point. Anyway, this has been episode 2 of the Homeless American Experience. Tune in for episode 3. It'd be like a Asian cartoon, a manga. Damn, I couldn't even think of anime. That's how, tired you be and just how unorganized your brain is. I remember I used to talk to people and I'd forget every other word. And I'd be like... And people would they'd work with me because I could say it, and, it's far and few from whenever I can't think of a word now. I did that earlier. I still haven't remembered it. It's still on the tip of my tongue. Still on the tip of my tongue. I keep getting lost in it. I keep trying to think of it. But yeah, next time you see me on here, I'm gonna be big time and even more, even as a homeless guy. Hopefully next episode I'll be able to tell you how I did stand up in a comedy club, how I started my new career, and security, ironically, since I be getting super unhinged on social media and platforms like YouTube. Don't get me fired. Alright. And then I'll hopefully have some more classes done by then too. I'm stuck on my project right now. It's a big project and it's hard for me to get done being on a time crunch. It helps me learn better at a better pace being homeless because I have the pressure, but you know, I think I'll learn my lesson and just smoke less pot and play less video games whenever I have a place of my own. That's what happens. I just don't want to study. I don't want to be on the internet applying for jobs after I done worked 8-10 hours a day. But then you get homeless and you're just like, alright, I guess I'm going to do this 24/7 until I figure it out. Don't really have a choice. Don't really have the urge to go to the hard drug and be like completely hopeless. Those hard drugs just be a distraction from... They're the same as marijuana or anything else. Internet, movies, just distraction. Alright, I'm gonna quit rambling. I don't know if you guys like these episodes. It's a whole hour of me rambling about incoherent, jumping back and forth from conversation to topic. You might like it. Who knows? Maybe you're on drugs and you're watching this and you find it very interesting and trippy and psychedelic because you're just like, whoa, this guy totally gets me. Super good at impressions. That's why I need to stand up and just do a bunch of impressions. Angry guy, happy guy, sad guy, all the homeless expressions. If you're expressive, you're probably homeless like me. I don't know. I'm not even making sense at this point. I'm off.